welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today's episode is going to be about American brands that are not found in the UK. And you might be thinking, oh, well, there's not too many. And there isn't too many, really, I don't think. We looked up a few.
I mean, yeah, I have no idea how many there are.
I mean, there's a lot.
Well, we did
obviously.
I don't know, because we
but
did that podcast.
There's not too many big names, I think.
We did that podcast before about, what was it? Things that are made in America.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's kind of difficult to find a lot of things that are like actual American owned brands nowadays, you know?
I mean, everything is kind of like a multinational, and it may be a different name in the UK, but it's owned by the same company, and it's known as, like, for example, Dove Chocolate is known as Galaxy in the UK and all that kind of stuff, you know? But I mean, that's an American brand that's found in the UK, but it's under a different name, you know?
Well, I was just looking at a video yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
About, this new Barbie movie's coming out. So everything about Barbie is being talked about now. And somebody made this video about, it's just Dominic drinking out of his little, trying to get his daily water intake in the middle of our podcast.
Sorry, and if that clunked too hard. I just need to sip. Keep it all.
It's called Tea and a Buddy. You're supposed to be drinking tea, not water.
Yeah, I didn't make any tea, actually. And I haven't, and I should be, because it's like 105 here today.
Yeah.
It's going to be 108 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Feels like 120.
In the summertime, our tea is iced tea. Tea and a buddy.
Iced tea and a buddy, yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Tea and an iced butty.
Anyway, they had made this video explaining where Barbie came from. And I happen to know quite a bit about Barbie because my mom
you're a
is
big Barbie
collector.
head. Yeah, that's probably a topic we can do.
Me being a Barbie head.
Yeah, Barbie head. I mean, timely for the Barbie movie. Everything's going pink.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but my mom is a big collector. I was a big fan of Barbie when I was a kid. Like, that was probably my main toy that I played with all the time and wanted, anytime, like, we were at a shop or something, I wanted Barbie. So anyway, I know a bit about Barbie. And she had this story vaguely correct about the origin of Barbie, but Barbie was actually based on a German doll called the Bild Lily. I don't know if I'm...
Bild Lily?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, like the German pronunciation.
But it was called Bild Lily over here.
Bild Lily. No, it was not over here. It was a German doll. And she was based on, I believe, a German comic, like a comic strip.
If any of our German listeners want to clue us in on this, go right ahead.
And Barbie basically was a direct ripoff of her. Like, if you look at the very first Barbies that came out...
The first Barbie.
They have the exact face of the Bild Lily.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly same shape, same body shape, same expression and paint on the face and everything. They basically just completely ripped it off.
Yeah.
And Mattel then bought that company because obviously they'd ripped them off. And so
they didn't want to have to pay out.
Yeah, they bought their company and they ceased production of the Bild Lily doll.
Yeah, and they just made it Barbie.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot. That's just, for me, that was just like an example of what you were talking about. It was how a lot of these companies are worldwide in one way or the other.
It's like, we want to. It's everybody goes, it's a big American conglomerate.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, maybe it started in America, the
Yeah.
conglomeration, but now it's like multinational.
Or maybe it didn't, and
Yeah.
America just bought out somebody else's,
Yeah.
design
Yeah.
or product or whatever, and slapped an American name on it. And,
Yeah.
and the people in the original country are like, no, that's ours.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, a lot of it kind of like, we've done several episodes of the podcast about that kind of thing before.
Yeah.
But this one is going to be like names that you don't...
Brand names.
Brand names, yeah.
Yeah.
American brand names.
So we don't know the history of these companies, and it very well may be the case of, like, the first one on the
list. You
list
have to go really, really back and dig in, because, I mean, the companies now, they're just faceless conglomerations, know.
Yeah. The first one on the list is American Girl.
American Girl dolls, yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming that this is American. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, I never played with dolls as a kid.
Do you know anything about the American Girl dolls?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like a bigger version of like a Barbie doll.
It's like, yeah, I think they're like 18 inches or 24 inches. I'm not really sure. They're a big doll. Whereas Barbie's like a teenager.
Yeah.
An American Girl is like a young teenager or like a tween.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. I didn't have them. They've been out since since I was a kid, but I didn't ever have American Girl dolls. They go along with books. Like there'll be a doll named like Samantha.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a book about Samantha's
life. Yeah.
Because each doll is, like, set in a different period in American history, I think.
Oh, so you have, like, the Revolutionary War doll and the Civil War doll.
Well, sort of, but it doesn't necessarily go, like, that deep. Like,
that deep.
That's
it. It's just the American Revolution, and then nothing happened in America for... until the Civil War happened, and then nothing happened until World War II, and then nothing happened until now.
But they have books that, and I don't know if it was already a set of books and then the dolls were made, or if the doll just came to be and then there was like a book as part of the doll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Since American Girl has been created, though, there's knockoff brands, which our generation,
yeah, that's probably available in the UK. I think
they're like cheaper. They're cheaper versions,
cheaper knockoffs. Back of the lorry stuff.
Well, I can remember when Toys R Us was still around.
I mean, it's hanging in there, but yeah, it's not what it once was.
As a big store, though, like you remember, we would go in there and there were like 2 whole aisles dedicated to our generation, which was their brand, their version of American Girl. And so these dolls have like all the accessories, they have clothes, they have like cars, they have like kind of all the same sort of stuff that Barbie might have, but they're huge dolls. I don't know where people who collect these things put all of this stuff, because
they have like several rooms or a basement,
and everything is very well made, very like looks really nice and high quality.
Yeah.
So apparently they have the Our Generation dolls, I guess, in Britain.
Yeah.
But they don't have the American Girl dolls.
Yeah, I mean...
And I was watching, what was it? Some vlog we were watching one time. Oh, I think it was, I don't know, some family vlog that I was watching. The little girl was like, they came to visit America, and the little girl was like, I really want to see what these American Girl dolls are all about. Like, she was so excited. Like, she really wanted to, I just want to go into the American Girl doll store and, like, see, and then I think she bought one, maybe, because I think you can kind of get them that sort of look like you, too, or maybe you have the same name as one of the dolls, and so you want to get that doll that has your name. I don't know, or
it's like Build-A-Bear.
Well, each of them has like a thing that they're into, I think. To someone who's like really into American Girl, let me know if I'm completely getting this completely wrong, because like I said, I never had any American Girl dolls, but I think like one of them will want to be a doctor, and so they'll have all the doctor stuff, or like a veterinarian or whatever. So, like, or one of them wants to be a ballerina or
an astronaut or something,
an actor or whatever, and so they'll have all the stuff that goes along with that. And so I think they're supposed to be like, girls kind of pick the doll that like they can relate to. You know what I mean? One of them really likes to read, and she has a big library of books, and she wears glasses and everything. Yeah. But I mean, so that's the first one on the list. That one kind of makes sense that they don't have that brand elsewhere, because it's like, the American, because like, why would people in other countries want American Girl dolls?
I mean, you've exported McDonald's all over the world, so it's like, what's another American Girl doll, you know? The next one is Pottery Barn / Crate and Barrel. Those are similar type stores, aren't they?
Yeah.
To each other. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what the UK equivalent would be.
Like the White Company, maybe?
The White Company, Home Sense. Maybe.
Home Sense is more like home goods, isn't it?
I don't know.
How we have Home Goods over here. I think Home Sense is similar. Because Crate and Barrel and Pottery Barn, they're a little bit more like upmarket than
Home
Goods.
So it's more like the White Company,
Yeah. Or maybe even like John Lewis, except for they don't sell clothes.
Yeah. John Lewis is like it's like a department store.
Yeah. I don't know. What other, like, it's not even really furniture. I mean, they do have some furniture, but it's more like stuff, like home goods.
Yes.
Homewares, like dishes and linens and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, but like more expensive.
Well, I'm trying to think, like Pottery Barn, the Crate and Barrel. Linens, Dunelm Mill, maybe.
Oh,
Dunelm.
yeah.
That might be. Yeah.
Are they quite upmarket? Like quite high end? High end is the American word for upmarket.
Upmarket, high end. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm not really that sure.
We'll have to go when we're next in Britain and kind of like go around and see. You know,
Dunelm Mill.
Is this similar?
Well, I think it's just called Dunelm now.
Yeah.
They dropped the mill.
Mill kind of makes it sound like it's a bit more, I don't know, like a country store.
I mean, that's what makes it upmarket. It's come from the mill and not from these, China and the manufacturing, big manufacturing plants.
The mill sounds to me like I'm going to, like, I don't know, like I'm going to some little country store.
Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Brahms is a country store too. Apparently.
I think the White Company is quite similar.
Yeah, the White Company is quite like, it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I would say that the White Company is probably the closest thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The next one on the list, and I'm not actually sure if this is actually in the UK now, but I think it's not, because I think I've seen a lot of people online talking about this brand when they've been to America, going, "Oh, why don't we have this in the UK?" Ziploc.
Oh, yeah.
Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, yeah, that seems like a convenience that the UK would be all over. It's like, it's like convenience. It's like it's a Ziploc bag. You don't. I think we have the bags that clip together. Like when you. I mean, that's not a Ziploc.
That's Ziploc, yeah. I mean, that's what we call Ziploc. Well, you can get two. There's two different kinds of Ziploc, so you can. I
don't remember ever having like that.
You can get the Ziploc kind where you pinch it together and it sort of clicks in place. And you do that with your fingers. Or they've now got the kind that has a little slide.
Little zip slide,
and that basically does the same thing.
And I mean, it's easier because you're not trying to do it with your fingers.
Yeah, when you're pinching it together with your fingers, there's always that one little space that you didn't quite get locked into place. And
no, Ziploc bags are amazing because because I always think, the zip, it's going to fail, it's going to come apart or whatever, because especially when you want to do like an easy method of like marinating something or you know, when we were making chicken parmesan or something like that, you know, we put them in the Ziploc bag and just threw it around. And I was like, and, you know, I was like being really gentle with it because I was like, it's going to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Because that zip is going to fail. It didn't fail. It was like shut tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's like sealed bags. I mean, it's vacuum seal, I guess.
I mean, there are knockoff. There are like generic versions
Ziplocs,
of
yeah.
Ziploc.
Yeah,
I don't know
like,
what they're called though. They're just press and seal. No, that's something else. I don't know what they're called, but sure, you don't think they have those?
I think
in the UK either?
I think Ziploc though does the actual zip.
Yeah.
And the press and seal are the ones that press and seal.
We're saying press and seal. Press and seal is actually another brand. I don't know if they have that in the UK.
Yeah, I don't think they do. I don't remember any.
Press and seal is that paper that's sort of like clingy. It's sort of like a cross between what you call cling film.
And
so
parchment
saran
paper?
wrap and parchment paper, yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever.
It kind of scrunches, like if you scrunch it scrunches together.
Yeah.
But you could fold it over and you could also go like that and slide your fingers across and it's gonna like kind of seal. Yeah.
I mean, that being said, you know, we're talking about, we talked about this before, like, you know, the convenience and stuff. Like cookies.
Yeah.
You know, like the pop can cookies and just cut them and just tear them and put them on the thing and let them rise.
Yeah.
That's not a thing in the UK. It's like you pretty much make your own or you buy store-bought, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, on the flip side of that, I think there's a lot more ready meal options in the UK than there is over here.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, you know, you go to the store and you see all this, but it's like there's a ton more, I think. You know?
Yeah, like frozen or like...
Frozen or just for
like
refrigerated, yeah. Like you have like, I don't know, what do you call it? The Hungry Man. That's another one that doesn't exist in the UK. The Hungry Man things. And, you know, we have like a lot of like...
Those are like what we call TV dinners.
TV dinners, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what ready meals are, really, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, we've got a lot. We've got a load of those.
Yeah,
most
I know,
of
but
ours are
they're not like
lean cuisines or something. Though they're like weight loss, like you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in the UK, but there's a lot of like, here's 2 chicken breasts that are already battered, and they'll give you like a bit of sauce on the side.
Yeah.
And, you know, a little bit of spaghetti, and that's...
You're talking about, like, our ready meal section. Like, when you go in H-E-B and in that little refrigerated section, you can take home these meals and just cook them.
I seem to remember they were, like, far more popular in the UK than they are over here.
Cut
but maybe
steaks
that's just...
and, like, a few spears of asparagus and then, like, a spoonful of
Yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Convenience.
You just go and stick the whole thing in the oven.
Yeah, I mean... And like the Chinese meals and the Indian meals, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can get them even in the bag, you know? Like, oh, this is a set meal for 2, you know? It's got this and this and this, and it's actually in a bag for you to just pick up and take to the till and get it scanned and all that. But over here, it's kind of like, oh, you have to put stuff together to make a Chinese meal, you know? A succurlant Chinese meal.
Know. Oh my gosh, we get so off topic on this show.
But you love it. You love it, don't you? Because we're talking about this. Glad is the next brand.
Yeah.
What does Glad make?
Trash bags.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
I don't think we even have a brand. As far as I remember, trash bags in the UK were just like store stuff. I don't think there's actually like a, you know, like national brand of trash bags. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean they're not the only one because we do Hefty also.
Yeah, Hefty and Glad. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just basically the brand.
Yeah,
because obviously
they don't exist in the UK. But that being said, we may be surprised for the next time we go back.
We'll have to go and get our Glad bags.
Get our Glad bags on.
I knew you were gonna do that.
The Glad rags, yeah.
So the next one on the list is Sephora, which is
Sephora.
Yeah, which is a makeup store.
What is the one that used to be in the mall in the town I used to live in?
Ulta? Do you have Ultas in Britain?
No. Ultas. No, we don't have Ulta. But there used to be one. What was it called? I think it's over here too. It's going to bug me now because it was like a tiny little store and all the teenagers went in there.
It was a makeup store?
Makeup store, yeah.
You're not thinking of Claire's.
Claire's Accessories.
Yeah, that's accessories though.
Yeah, but I think they.
Makeup there?
I'm sure they would.
That is it's not the same thing.
Boots. Okay, no.
If there are
okay,
any
Claire's
makeup,
Accessories.
if there are any makeup girls listening, they're gonna be so.
Just
they're gonna be
girls
so
made
offended.
of makeup.
They're gonna be so offended.
If there are any girls made of makeup
that you're
listening,
comparing
they're going to be so offended.
That you're comparing Claire's to Sephora.
Yeah, Claire's Accessories. Yeah, I thought no, Boots is where you get makeup in the UK.
The
it's
pharmacy.
Like a pharmacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I remember.
You don't have any like makeup stores?
I don't know. I don't think we
do. For the fancy girls, for the fancy people.
I don't. I mean, I never wore makeup. And I never was a girl, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it's not just girls who wear makeup. No,
yeah, no. I don't wear makeup, and I never was a girl, so I never went into those things.
I don't
never
know.
Went. Oh, I
have been in it. I've been in a Sephora in JCPenney because they are in JCPenney's now. JCPenney's and Kohl's, I think, possibly.
Oh, so they're downsizing. They're going to be like, oh, and we need to rent space from a store to survive. I don't know, like Toys R Us do.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't really know that much about them. The cheap stuff's fine for me.
So where do you get the cheap stuff from?
The drugstore, the grocery store.
The drugstore?
Yeah, the grocery store.
You remember the drugstore? Because I don't think they call it the drugstore anymore.
What do they call it then? The pharmacy?
The pharmacy. Yeah.
Drugstore.
The drugstore sounds like
it
sounds like you're in the 1950s, going down the drugstore for an ice cream float from the Soda Jerk. And then just at the Hop. I'm going to the Hop tonight with my friends.
Oh, I don't know. I think that just depends maybe on what
Golly
part of the,
gee whiz.
What part of the country that you're in. Do you guys call it the drugstore, the pharmacy?
They might call it the drugstore.
Or do you just... They probably
They
just
call it the chemists. The traditional British way.
They probably just use the name of the store, if I were guessing.
Yeah.
They would just say the Rite Aid or the Walgreens.
The Walgreens.
Or the CVS,
or the
CVS
on the corner.
Yeah.
No, it's funny, funnily enough, like the pharmacy. It's like they used to be called the chemists in Britain. Mm-hmm. Like when I was a kid, I remember people going, oh, we're going to go to the chemist and get prescriptions and, go to the chemist. And, I've lived here so long, I've called it the pharmacy. Someone goes, oh, I'm going to the UK. Oh, do you still call it the chemists?
Oh,
in the UK? And I was like, oh, yeah, we do. I don't know if we still do, because I guess it's like, now it's like Boots or it's Superdrug or whatever. I think Superdrug's not around anymore. But, that kind of thing. It's like, it's the brand name.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was a kid, my granddad, the chemists.
Yeah.
Because it was always like, it was the chemists. It was like, it wasn't like Boots or anything like that. It was the chemists because the guy who owned it.
Yeah.
Owned that place,
Yeah.
And so
maybe next time we go to Britain, we can ask
we can find
someone,
the chemist.
Do you still call it the chemist?
Are we going to the chemists? We need to go to the chemist.
Speaking of that, we have a special announcement coming at you next week.
Special announcement of an announcement.
No, this is the announcement about the announcement.
This is the announcement of the special announcement. This is just an announcement that there will be a special announcement.
Yes.
Next week.
Yes. So be sure to tune in to next week's podcast.
Oh, yes.
So that you can...
All our patrons already know, though.
Our patrons are in the know.
They're in the know.
They've got the inside scoop.
Inside scoop. So if you want to be like them, head on over to our Patreon and sign up.
Yep.
Doesn't cost you much.
Doesn't cost you
Just
much.
an arm or maybe a leg.
Yeah.
We don't charge that much, though.
Next on the list. This one is surprising. I don't know why.
Why? Actually, to me, it is surprising, too, because
is it just because you've been here for so long?
I've been here for so long, and also there's a similar brand name in the UK.
Is there?
Yeah.
So the next one on the list is Crest, as in Crest toothpaste.
Crest toothpaste. We have Colgate in the UK, and I think that's over here too, isn't it? Colgate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
those are our two biggest.
But I was thinking, surely we have Crest too, because it's the toothpaste. Sensodyne we have. I'm sure Sensodyne is over there too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sensodyne is quite a big one as well. But the two biggest ones were always Crest and Colgate. So I was very surprised to see that one on the list.
Maybe Crest just...
you guys don't have
maybe
Crest.
it's all... maybe it's owned by the same company and they just diversify the brands.
Maybe.
They just call it Colgate and Crest. And,
I always preferred Colgate, though, to Crest. I don't know why. You quite like
Aquafresh? Do you have Aquafresh over here?
Mm-hmm.
I used to love Aquafresh when I was a kid because I remember when there was, this toothpaste, and it squirted out and it would come out like in like a stripy colour.
Oh, yeah.
Like red and white and stuff like that. You know, it was usually toothpaste was like green or it was white.
Oh, God. Know. Except when you're a kid, you use that freaking terrible toothpaste that's not minty. It tastes like fruity or, I don't know, did you have that?
Yeah, I had that stuff.
And it doesn't leave your breath feeling fresh.
Yeah,
it's terrible. I don't know how kids can stand to use it.
I don't know either. I just use whatever's cheapest these days.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Crest has crept into the UK market at this point.
Yeah, surely it has, you know.
Well, I mean, it seems
an odd choice.
It seems really huge, so yeah. I'm surprised by that, yeah.
The next one, we've talked about this in a couple of podcasts before.
Yeah.
Target.
Or Target.
Target.
Yeah.
It does not exist in the UK and everybody's like, oh, gotta go to Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Target. Yeah, that's where I'm going, yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's not surprising, I don't think. Oh, although do they have it in Australia, Target?
Oh, I think they do.
They have Kmart.
I think they do. They might have it in Australia. Yeah, I've heard somebody say, "Oh, yeah, they have it over here," and I think it's not the same company that owns it though.
Oh yeah,
but it's similar sort of style.
And
I'm thinking, yeah, what Target should
yeah,
you know, if they ever want to move into the Australian market, they're gonna have to like do a deal or buy them out or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's that surprising. I mean, we know that you guys don't have Walmart, so Target is, the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Next one is Bounce Fabric Softener Sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys not do fabric softener sheets at all then?
I think we do. Yeah, we do.
Although, you guys don't really dry stuff that much.
No,
so
we just wear it all wet. That's what we do. We just wear it all wet. We don't go in for that drying nonsense. It's going to
get wet anyway.
It's going to get wet anyway if we go outside. So it's like, just put it on wet.
Just wash it and go.
No, I mean, when I was a kid growing up, it was putting over the radiators and stuff like that, and now there's like clothes horses and stuff. Because dryer, right, a drying, a tumble dryer.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It eats up your energy bill,
Yeah.
And I think my dad finally got one because it was like, it's raining. It was a really rainy year. It doesn't really get them dry on our old radiators. And also the radiators were in this house were like, the walls were Artexed.
Yeah.
So every time we were putting on the radiators, the Artex were crumbling and getting on the clothes. And it was just like, oh, what? And we couldn't put them on the line outside, the washing line, because, that's ancient technology still, and it's raining. So we decided to invest in a dryer.
Yeah.
And I mean, we dried clothes in there, but we didn't use it that much.
I can't remember. I want to say that I bought dryer sheets to dry stuff. Maybe it's just that you just don't have the brand.
We don't have the brand.
Do you have, what's the other one?
Snuggles.
Yeah,
no.
With the teddy bear?
No, but that seems like something that would be
in Britain.
I'm so snuggly, or whatever.
I'm mixing him up with the Pillsbury Doughboy now.
We don't have the Pillsbury Doughboy in the UK either.
Do you?
I don't think we have Pillsbury.
Oh, that's not.
I mean, my information might be out of date, but it's not on here. But there we go. An honorary one for you, an honorary brand. We don't have that little Pillsbury Doughboy. It just goes ooh on his stomach, and he goes ooh.
Yeah. Have we done this topic before? Maybe this is like a part 2 where we just don't remember.
No, I think we
because
talked about...
talking about the Pillsbury Doughboy, I just thought
we just talked about the...
Do you have Keebler? Like the little Keebler Alps?
No.
No?
That would be a hard market to break into, though. biscuits. Cookies.
Yeah, well, they don't just make. I mean, they make crackers. They make
Again, it's like stuff like that. You're going up against the giants of McVitie's.
Going up against giants in Britain.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like all the stuff. When Cadbury's decided, we're gonna make our own chocolate rich tea biscuits and stuff like that, people were like, ooh, you're going up against McVitie's there.
Oh my gosh. The next one is Ivory soap.
Now I'm thinking, but I mean, maybe it's over here. But
yeah, I mean, you've been here a while, so.
Imperial soap we have.
Yeah.
Imperial leather. That's what it was called, Imperial leather. And it had like a sticker on it.
Okay. On the actual bar of soap?
On the actual bar of soap. It was like this like Imperial leather. Yeah. It was like black and silver or something. Oh, I'll have to like put it in the blog.
What about Irish Spring?
Irish Spring, no, I don't. I think that's something that they invented over here.
I'm just coming up with brands now off the top of my head. I have no idea whether you guys have it or not. Yeah.
No, I do remember Imperial
Dove
leather.
soap?
Dove, yes, Dove. I think.
Oh, that's why Dove chocolate is not called. I'm sure I've read that before, actually.
Oh, because it's called Galaxy in the UK. Yeah, because Dove brand soap.
Because
yeah, we definitely have Dove.
For some reason that you guys will get confused if you.
If it was like, I'm fancy a bar of Dove.
Yeah.
It's like, am I eating soap or am I eating chocolate?
How come we don't get confused though? Because we have the soap and we have the chocolate.
Maybe you do.
Maybe the chocolate.
Maybe people are going, I don't like that Dove. It tastes too soapy.
They don't really promote Dove chocolate that much over here, though.
They don't, but they should.
Not like in commercials or anything.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's all about Hershey, yeah.
Yeah. That's terrible. The next one is LaCroix water, LaCroix.
Oh, yes.
LaCroix.
I've seen vloggers in Britain.
Oh, LaCroix, yeah.
Yeah, when they come to America, they're like, I've got to get this water I see all the Americans buying all the time. I've got to see what it's all about and what's so great about it.
It's fizzy water, isn't it? Yeah.
And you're not a fan.
I'm not a fan of fizzy water.
You think that they don't have any flavor, though? I
mean, no, they're supposed to have flavor. They say, I've got a tangerine one, or I've got an apple one, or what are they? Whatever. Lemon, lime. It's just like, it just tastes, it just smells of that.
Yeah.
You put it in, you drink it, and just like, I'm just drinking water.
Yes, Dominic
smelling it does not equate to tasting it.
I love them. I'm a big fan. I think that there are some other brands that are just as good as LaCroix, though. Waterloo is not bad.
Waterloo.
Yeah. But yeah, Dominic's not a fan. He's always like, they just have a smell. They don't have a taste. And I'll open up a new one. I'm like, this one has a taste here? Taste it. And he's like, nope.
Nope. And I mean, that's not just me. I mean, you guys must know what I'm talking about with that. It's just had a smell. It smells like, it smells so good. It smells like blackberry, or it smells like,
and then you drink it and you remember that smell and you pretend like it's tasting like that.
Is that what you do?
No.
It does not taste.
No, it's got a taste. It's got a hint. It's just got a hint.
I'm sorry, but a hint is not enough.
Oh, hint is.
I need the full on answer right now. And that is the blackberry. I need a full, shot of blackberry. Like limonata, I thought, it's going to be another one, isn't it? Was that San
Pellegrino, yeah.
I was like, it's going to be another one of those trick you into tasting.
That's like a full-on soda, though.
But I tasted it, and I was like, you've got it. You know what you're talking about, San Pellegrino. Limonata, that's the stuff.
Because it's not water.
It tastes like lemon.
Yeah, it's like lemon soda, basically. It's carbonated lemon
That's
juice.
what I need. Carbonated lemon juice. All day long.
What is the next one?
Trader Joe's. Yeah, no, Trader Joe's.
Yeah. I mean, that one doesn't really surprise me.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Trader Joe's. It's like, people go, is it like Costco? It's not really like Costco, is it?
No. It's not. It's nothing like Costco. Costco is a warehouse.
Yeah,
no.
They use the wholesale stuff. That was just, I vaguely remember doing that, but my parents owned a hotel, so we did go to those types of places.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
They do have Costco in Britain.
Yeah, they have Costco now in Britain. It might have been a Costco. I mean, I don't know how long Costco's been around.
Don't know.
But yeah, no, it's like, they're very few and far between in the UK, whereas they kind of like are quite all over the place. I mean, Sam's Club is the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, related to Walmart for our Walmart fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Trader Joe's doesn't surprise me though, because like they don't even have Trader Joe's in every city or
Trader
town.
Joe's is kind of upmarket, I think.
A bit, yeah.
It's a little bit,
but like we just came
high-end.
back from the Panhandle, not a Trader Joe's to be found.
Well, no.
The whole route, basically.
They just got Chick-fil-A
except for in like Dallas, Trader Joe's. So, you know, that one's.
They just got Chick-fil-A up there. You gotta give them some credit.
The next one.
Bath and Body Works.
You guys do have something like
The Body
that,
Shop.
The Body Shop.
The Body Shop. My
don't know
mother
if we have
loved
the
that
Body.
place. And I loved it too because the smells of the soap. Now, there you go. That would have tricked me into eating soap. They used to have these like little they had so much, and it was the place smelled so good, you know. You go in there for a lotion and body wash and whatever, you know, and soaps and perfumes and whatever. Mm-hmm. And they just had these like apple green soaps. I used to be picking them up and giving them a good sniff, you know, because they were just so apple-y.
I just took Dominic into a Bath and Body Works not that long ago, and he wasn't eating anything.
I wasn't
You were
eating.
spraying everything into the air though. You wanted to smell everything, and I was like, they have these little tester strips, like spray it onto there, and then like.
Do they?
Yeah.
You never told me that.
Those little pieces of paper.
I was spraying it into that poor woman's face with.
But the Body Shop, yeah, I don't know if we used to have the Body Shop in the United States or not, because it sounds really familiar.
The Body Shop, yeah, and it has like a little like logo, you know. I don't know if and when we go to the UK.
Yeah,
we'll go in one.
Yeah, let
and we'll
me
let people know
if anybody listening knows whether we have the Body Shop in the United States or if we ever did, because it does sound familiar, but I don't know.
The last one on our list is Bed Bath and Beyond. Now that's kind of like
they're going out of business, so I mean they're kind of moot
point
at this point.
But when I got here, they were like everybody was talking about Bed Bath and Beyond. You know, like every time you turned around, someone was talking about it. They were like, "Have you been to Bed Bath and Beyond yet?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." It's just like, you should get yourself to Bed Bath and Beyond.
I don't know. People who like Bed Bath and Beyond are obsessed with
They're obsessed with Beyond. Yeah, they've got it like tattooed. Bed Bath and Beyond. Yes. It's on the back everywhere. But no, it's kind of like, you know, we went in there, and it's kind of like you can get your bedding there. Yeah. You can get your bath there. Mm-hmm. And Beyond is like what?
Yes, you were always like, what is Beyond?
What is Beyond beds
I think
and
my
baths?
grandma used to say that too. Like, what is Beyond? Bed, Bath, and Beyond? What is Beyond?
Beyond what? Yeah, it's like beyond the bed and the bath.
Yeah.
Like
a few other, like, maybe kitchen-y kind of things here and there.
Maybe.
A few other kind of
Bed, bath,
living
and
roomy
kitchen
kind of things.
and beyond.
They have a big as seen on TV section. all the
Maybe that's how they got
stuff.
started.
But I never understood, like, it's the only store you ever went in and like the shelves were stocked almost all the way up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're quite. I do remember them being quite high.
And it's just like.
And I was like, who's going up there?
I can't even see what's up there. Like,
yeah, I see they had like rolls of duvets and stuff like that up on there, and I was like, how am I supposed to get that down?
Well, they have those ladders. You're supposed to get a person.
The person comes and goes, I can't reach it. Oh, it's too high. I have to get a plane.
But yeah, they're going out of business, so, you know, we won't have them anymore.
They're going out of business because they just keep going higher and higher. People can't get to the stock to sell it.
Oh my gosh.
It's floating away like a, you know. But yes, Bed Bath & Beyond, it's kind of like the same as like the Body Shop and Dunelm. And maybe
I don't know if it's like the body. Well, maybe they have like I guess they do have like shampoos and
maybe not. No, maybe not the Body Shop. Maybe just Dunelm and the White Company and
but
yeah,
it's not as high end.
Not as high end, not as
like
fancy.
as Pottery Barn.
Fancy schmancy.
And they don't have furniture, I don't think. Do they? They don't have beds or anything. It's just stuff for your bedroom, but they don't have, like, furniture.
Yeah, where would you buy beds here? Like, Sears and stuff like that?
Well, department stores or, like, Pottery Barn or...
Pottery Barn sell beds?
They sell furniture, yeah.
I thought they just sold...
Have I never taken you into a Pottery Barn?
I mean, you go to a place called Pottery Barn, you expect to buy pottery.
Oh, yeah, no.
There's no pottery there at all.
Well, yeah, there's pottery. There's pottery as well, but it's just like, yeah, it's everything. It's stuff for your house. Oh my god.
I mean, I only ever saw beds being sold at, like, IKEA over here, and which is also in the UK.
Macy's. Yeah.
Yeah, Macy's would sell their beds. Every time I walked, waiting for you to get done shopping, and I'd go upstairs and I'd just wander into the thing, someone would be like, hi! They'd be like... They'd, like, roll back from the thing and go, hi! You here to buy a bed?
Yeah.
No.
Actually, do they
just
sell...
sitting down.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Remember when we went into the flagship Macy's in New York City, and they had, like, I don't know, we went up to one of those floors, like, where the beds were and stuff. Yeah, and they have all the rooms set up.
Yeah, we took a nap.
Yeah, there was, like, nobody. There was, like, nobody up there.
We could have taken a nap. But yeah, no, it's just... Yeah, I didn't think I've ever been in a Pottery Barn. Or a Crate and Barrel.
Well, we'll have to remedy that now,
yeah, I'll have to go into Pottery Barn.
Oh, you've been in Crate and Barrel. You have.
I don't remember.
You have.
I don't remember these stores. I've been in a crate and a barrel, but not crate and barrel.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much, as always, for tuning in. We really appreciate your support. Be sure to tune in next week for a very special announcement.
A very special announcement that our patrons already know.
Yeah. Yeah, so consider becoming a patron for all the inside information. There will be a lot of upcoming content for our patrons.
Too much for you. You might get, it's too much content.
For our patrons only. So if that is something you might be interested in, do consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TandAButty, BUTTY. That's TEANDABUTTY. And you'll find, like, perks and benefits and extra content over there. Other than that, thank you, as always, for your support, for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.